Welcome again to Automedics. This is where we talk about your vehicles, and today's topic we're going to be talking about things you need to consider before you do your wheel alignment. You know, when we talk about wheel alignment, we're talking about your vehicle stability on the road, how your vehicle is stable on the road. Now, good as the precision of the machine or the aligner you are using could be, it could be a laser guided, it could be a normal dynamic wheel balancer. There are things that you need to consider before you do any wheel alignment. As a matter of fact, a good alignment technician, these are first things he will look at when he's doing a wheel balancing or a wheel alignment. Now, when we talk about wheel alignment, you're talking about your vehicle being stable on the road from swerving to one side to the other. You take your vehicle to a mechanic or to a wheel alignment technician for them to do a wheel alignment. The first thing they need to be aware of is they want to make sure all the necessary parts that has to do with the alignment and balancing of the vehicle on the road has to be in perfect order. What are we talking about when we're talking about some of this alignment process? Is your ball joints okay? Are the ball bearings okay? The wheel bearings, which we refer to as the hub wheel bearings, are they okay? The sway bar linkage, are they okay? What about the shock absorber? Are the shock absorber okay? The shock absorber, you know, has a lot of other attachments. You have the coil spring, you have the leaf spring. These are part of the alignment system. If all these parts are not okay, there's no amount of equipment you use that will get the alignment to be right. So you need to be sure that all the necessary parts are okay on the vehicle. Now, when we talk about this alignment, you could have a front wheel alignment done, you could have a rear wheel alignment done, or you could have all four wheels alignment done. What do I mean by all the four wheels? Back in the days, you have a solid rear end. But these days, on modern day cars, you can really realign the rear wheels on your vehicles because they have different things, different attachments, different parts. When you take your vehicle for alignment, when you take it to the alignment technician or any alignment and wheel balancing shop, a good technician, the first thing he will do is check all the necessary parts attached to the steering system. What do I mean by the steering system? Every other part that's attached to what's controlling the steering and the tire moving sideways of staying in a straight course. These are your steering linkages, tie rod ends, the rack and pinion, the lower and upper control arms, the bushings, ball joint, drag link, steering box, pitman arm, the shock absorber, the coil spring, the leaf spring. All these parts has to be checked by the technician to make sure all these parts are in order. If there's too much play or they're too loose, there's no way the alignment will be right. We'll be deceiving ourselves if this technician says, okay, oh, I'm sorry, your ball joint or the lower control arm bushing is bad. If the lower or the upper control arm bushing is bad, if he does the alignment to him, the machine will give him what he wants. But once the vehicle starts moving, the bushing, because the bushing is bad, the bushing is moving sideways. So it's going to affect the stability of the vehicle on the road. So any good alignment technician, once he sees all these things, the first thing he will do is he will tell the customer or the car owner or the vehicle owner that this fault has to be rectified before the alignment can be done or before the wheel balancing can be done. Because when we're talking of wheel balancing or wheel alignment, they all go in tandem. Example, you come in with a vehicle that you see there are bald spot. What I mean bald, like somebody is bald on your tire. You see some spots are high, some are bald, very low, like they're wearing out. That's what I mean by bald spot. That's an indication that the suspension system has a problem. It's either the shock absorber is bad, the only thing holding the vehicle or stabilizing the tire at that point or absorbing the shock is the spring. And if it's only the spring, what happens is you see the vehicle, when the vehicle is moving, you see the tire bouncing or oscillating, bouncing. Of course, every time it bounces, the parts that touch the ground when the tire makes contact with the road will get bald. That's why you see those bald spots on the tire. Or you see a tire wearing out on one side, or whether on the outside or on the inside. It's either we call it a negative or positive camber. That's an indication that either the tie rod ends are bad. It could be as a result of bad bushing. It could be as a result of bad lower control arm or upper lower control arm. It could be as a result of bad rack and pinion or steering box, or a bad coil spring or leaf spring. All this will have effect on a good wheel alignment or wheel balancing. So when you are worried about or taking your vehicle for an alignment, the first thing you want to do is when you get there, you observe them checking all your steering system parts. Once they certify that the parts are okay, then they can go ahead and do the alignment. But if you see a good technician, he will tell you, I'm sorry, this part is bad, I can't do the alignment. You'll be wondering, all I want is the alignment. I don't want my shock absorber replaced, or I don't want my tie rod end replaced. The reason why it's refusing is this will affect the product or the end result of his job, because once it finished with it, once you take it back out on the road, you still notice that the car is still swerving to the right or to the left, or moving, swaying back and forth. All this will affect the way your vehicle stability is on the road. So you need to make sure all these things are well maintained, because these are some of the parts that go through wear and tear due to the nature and condition of our road network. Until next time when we come to you again, this is where I'm going to end this topic. I'm yours, Kunle Shonaike.